Hello, children, and welcome to mathematics class for class 1. My name is Vinoka Shohe, and I will be teaching you mathematics during this session. And I hope you are all staying safe and doing good. Now, let's begin with the course for today. The chapter that we are going to deal with is chapter 2, trees, flowers, fruits. Now, when you hear about the topic, trees, flowers, fruits, you may be wondering, where did the names, trees come from in mathematics? Now, we are not going to learn about how trees grow, how flowers grow, and where fruits grow. But we are going to learn about counting numbers with the help of trees, flowers, and fruits. All right? So, to begin with, let's move on to the first topic of the day. So, today we will learn to first is count objects. These objects can be anything. It can be plants, it can be animals, it can be birds, it can be anything that you see here. So today our main focus is to understand how to count objects, okay? Now, the next thing that we will learn is how to write numerals and number names. When we talk about numerals, we mean numbers, okay? Numerals refers to numbers, and the number names, it refers to the spelling of that number, all right? We will come to that later on. So these are the main objectives that we're going to achieve today, all right? So let's move on to the first topic. The first topic, as I've mentioned, is counting numbers. Now, before we go into counting numbers, we will understand that we have already learned how to count from 1 to 10. So I'm very sure you're not going to be confused. We will just try to understand how counting is done for each object. Okay? So before we go there, let's try to look at this picture behind me. I have given a series of numbers here. 1, 3, 4, 6, 2, 7, 10, 9, and 5, and 8. Now, as you can notice, these numbers are unorganized. You do not count in this manner, right? There is a proper order to count these numbers. So after we arrange it, it'll come in this manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right? So this is how we count numbers. So with the help of these numbers, we will understand how to count different objects. Okay? So the first example that we're going to look at is fruits and trees. Now, let's look at this particular tree. Children, what do you see here? We see a tree and some apples growing on it, isn't it? So, we're going to use this particular picture to count the different objects here, all right? So, let's look at the first one. How many trees do you see here? Yes, we see only one tree and its numeral is 1. Its name is ONE1. All right? So if you look here, 1 is the numeral and ONE is the number name. All right? So let's look at the next uh, object that is here. We will count the number of apples on this tree, all right? So to count, we always start from 1, right? So let's start counting the apples together. So we have 1 apple and 2 apple, 3 apples and 4 apples, 5, 6, 7. So total we have 7 apples. So 7 apples. So here we have 7 apples. So we write the numeral number as 7 and the number name will be Seven. 7. All right? So to understand this counting of objects better, let's look at another example. Here we have uh, pictures of trees here. So the question here is how many trees are there? All right? How many trees? So let's count together again. We will start counting from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here total we have 6 trees. So 6 SIX is its numeral name and 6 symbol. The symbol 6 is the numeral and SIX is the number name. All right, children? So let's try to look at different examples now. Now we will come to flowers and leaves. Who doesn't like flowers, right? Flowers are really beautiful. Now let's try to count them, okay? So the number of flowers here, that you can see are 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2. So we have 2 flowers. And the number of leaves here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 leaves. So this is how you are going to count. Let's look at a different example again. We have many flowers here now. Let's try to count them first. For this picture, we have 1, 2, and 3 flowers. So we will write 3 here. And the number of leaves here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the number of leaves here are 6. All right. So to understand even better, let's take one more example here. Who doesn't like ice cream? Everyone likes ice cream, right? So we will try to count the number of ice creams we have with us today, okay? So let's start with the number 1. The number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and back 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. So we have a total of 10 ice creams. The number is 10 here, and the numeral is 10, and the number name is TEN, 10. All right? So children, this is how we count different types of objects. We have counted trees, we have counted flowers, we have counted leaves, and we have counted ice creams today. Now this counting can be done in any place, anywhere, okay? So understand that mathematics is alive with us. We live with mathematics, okay? So to go for further explanation, let's look at a new topic. We are going to learn how to make groups, right? Groups in classes, I'm sure your teachers divide you in different groups during different times, right? You have a different group of friends, you have a different group of books, you know. So this is the kind of groups that we are going to understand today. Now, if you look at the picture, we have so many footballs here. Now, these footballs we are going to make in 3 groups each. Now, in each group, there's going to be 3 footballs, all right? So, let's start with the first picture. Now, let's start counting. 1, 2, and 3. So, these 3 can be formed group in this manner. We will outline them, we will make a circle and mark them as groups, all right? So this is the first group. Let's move on to the next. 1, 2, and 3. So these 3 can also form a group in this manner. We will put a circle around them and we will mark this as the second group, all right? let's go to the next football. 1, 2, and 3. These three again together they can form another group. All right. So we have three different groups with three balls in each group. Right. So this is how you group different objects. This is how groups are formed. All right. Now let's try to look at another example here. It says make a group of 10 stars. All right. Make a group of 10 stars. Now we have so many stars over here. So we are going to count the stars and make a group of 10 stars. All right. So let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these stars together, we will call it as a group of 10 stars. All right. So let's look at the remaining stars. Let's try to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now these stars are only 7 in number. They are less than 10. We need 10 stars to form a group, isn't it? So we cannot mark this as a group. Now if you look at this picture, you will understand that these 10 stars form a group and these are left out. All right? Now to understand this topic properly, we have to know the basics. That is, learn how to count from 1 to 10 and learn how to spell the different numbers. All right. So, to understand this even better, all right, let's look at an exercise. We will all do an exercise together. The question here is match the numerals with their names by making lines. All right. So the question will look like this. These numbers 2, 3, 6, 8, and then 5, 4, 7, 9. These numbers are your numerals, and THREE, this 3, SIX, EIGHT, TWO, and SEVEN, FIVENINE, FOUR. These are called the number names. All right. So what we are going to do is we are going to look at this number 2 and make a line joining to the number name. All right. So the first one is 2, meaning this number 2 is the same as TWO. That means TWO is the name of this numeral 2. All right. Similarly, for 3, it goes to THREE, and 6, it goes to SIX. All right. And 8, similarly, it is connected in this manner. And 5, we have 5 here. So 5 name is FIVE, and the rest I am going to leave so that you can also try at home. All right. If I do everything here, you may find it very boring. Also, you may want to try it. So please do try the rest at home. Now let's look at the different exercise again. We will do just the opposite now. The number will be given to us and we have to write its name. Okay. So the question is write the number names for example 9 is equal to 9, NINE. Okay. So here are the questions. Here are the questions. Here it is given as 2. We have to write its name. So 2 name will be TWO. All right. Similarly, for 4, FOUR. Similarly, for the number 6, SIX. Okay. And for number 8, EIGHT. All right. For 5, FIVE. 5. 7, SEVEN. 7. All right. So this is how we name the numerals. Okay. Let's look at another example. Here, they are asking us to write the numeral. For example, 8, EIGHT, is equal to 8. All right. So the names are given here. You can see that different names are given here. We have to write the numbers for this. So in the first example, ONE is written as 1, and THREE is as 3. 5, FIVE is written as 5. And then if you look at this, SVEN is written as simple numeral 7. Similarly, 6, 9, 2, 4, and 8. All right, children? So this is all about counting numbers. Counting numbers, today we have learned how to count different objects with the use of numbers. All right? So from now on, I hope you will not be confused about counting numbers. Counting numbers always starts from 1 and it goes on uh, till the number of objects is reached. Okay? So today, our aim was to understand how to count objects and how to write numerals and names. Okay, so I hope you will continue to keep practicing at home and try to understand even further better by applying it into your daily life. All right, whenever you go out, you can try counting different trees, you can try counting different cars, so that with practice you'll become more confident on how to count and what counting actually is. All right. So with this, we will end today's session, and I hope to see you very soon in the next class. So till then, please take care and stay safe. Thank you.